TV, turning on your world.
Hello, dear viewer. A very good morning to you from here at the Lobo Village grounds in Eldoret City, the legendary city of champions here in Uasin Gishu County. My name is Steve Keter, and welcome to the official media lounge of the 2025 Sirikwa Classic Cross Country Tour, a gold label event under the World Athletics Cross Country Series. And I'm not alone. I am with my colleague Bernard Rotich, an ardent sport writer. He has been following this event since its inception back in 2022. Rotich, 4 years down the line, how has it been? How would you say this race has gone?
Well, thank you very much. Of course, this is a world event, and we've seen many champions being born here. Of course, the events normally start with a kids' event, of which it's called Tapping Talent. And we've seen champions being born here. Faith Kipyegon won here in 2023, and she went all the way, and now she's called a three-time Olympic champion. So it's a good race that has seen, of course, Kenya has an opportunity to have two gold events. That is the great Chepsaita Run, which happened last year, and now we are going to the last event. This is the last event of the gold tours. Of course, we have another one, which is a bronze medal, but a bronze level, but this is a gold level. It's the last one. Then we start now the track and field events. So it's a good build-up for the athletes. We have seen athletes competing here, growing here. Remember last year, Daniel Benyo won the race here. And of course, you've seen what he's been doing. Last weekend, he just won national cross country. So it's a good race, and it's a good build-up for the athletes.
Yeah. And speaking of champions, Rotich, I know you have sharp eyes. What are some of the champions that you have seen here? Maybe you can inform our viewers.
Of course, I'll start with the legends. We have Lea Malot here, who won Africa Games in 10,000 in Nairobi in 1987. And of course, we have the world record holder in 10 kilometers. That is Agnes Jebet-Ngetich. And we have, of course, now the doubled Olympic champion, Beatrice Chebet, who bagged victory at the Olympics in 5,000 and 10,000 meters. Remember, she also holds a record of 10,000 meters. She clocked in the US at the Eugene meeting. So the champions are here. We are here with the champions. And I know many of them will be, of course, tripping in as we continue here.
Thank you so much, Rotich. And for the next 1 hour or so, we are going to listen in to the people who put in work, working around the clock tirelessly to make this event live up to its bid as a gold label tour. And right now, we cross over to Chico for the official start of the event. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much to both Keter and Rotich for that. Now that the serious business is over, we might as well start having some fun. Ladies and gentlemen, it starts. The show has begun. How about that? We're live on TV, but you should really have been here. But you're not, don't worry, make sure you don't miss out on the 22nd, because it's not exactly an event that you want to miss out. It's time for us to officially begin the media presentation of the ABSA Sirikwa Classic World Cross Country Tour. As you've heard, it's a gold level, and we start off with the first speaker. Now here's a man who is hosting us for this event. Very, very keen on athletics. But that's not the only thing that he is keen on. Absolutely not. We are expecting, now isn't that beautiful? That's what live TV is all about. Yes, I tell you this, the banners may fall once in a while because it's very windy. We're upstairs. The view we're getting is brilliant. I wish you were here. And it's all courtesy of Lobo Village. Man coming up next is Ibrahim Hussein. He is, as I was saying, very passionate about athletics, passionate about pool. In fact, he's competing with people who are national representatives, including his son, and he is interested in rugby. He has a whole setup just trying to build sports and the arts. But right now, he is here for one reason and one reason only. Focus goes to the ABSA Sirikwa Classic World Cross Country Tour. And give a round of applause as we warmly welcome Ibrahim Hussein, the technical director and also host from Lobo Village.
Thank you very much, Chico. On behalf of Lobo. This is Lobo. If you think you are lost, this is Lobo village. And what a better place to have a cross country than a village. You know, cross country happens in the village. And this is perfect. It's very close to the town. So our guest of honor, Tergat and the General, the local organizing committee, we are really privileged and honored. You know, as an athlete, retired, and I would be in the village, just disappearing there. But I was one of the luckiest, because I'm in sports. After retiring, I'm still in sports and hosting events now. So thank you, AK, thank you, Olympics, for recognizing us and giving us the opportunity to host these major events. My role today as a host, I'm also a technical person, and I'm in charge of technical. So I want to take you through the course. But before we go to the course, you might ask yourself, why Sirikwa? Why do we call ourselves Sirikwa Cross Country? You remember the first year, because of the honor of Agnes Tirop, we called that event Agnes Tirop Memorial. I believe there's some other details which I think AK knows. We would have continued with that name. But Sirikwa is here. The first event, which was Agnes Tirop, was a bronze event. But from Sirikwa, 2023 upwards, it became gold. So Sirikwa is the name and the inhabitants who inhabited this place. And I'm not going to go into detail, because General has better detail than me. These are the people who inhabited Wasingishu. And if you go to the Lobo village, the place where the cross country is going to be happening, there are 4 Sirikwa halls. One of them is just by the finish area. So this is real, the Sirikwas were here. Yeah? So thank you very much. That's the name. You will elaborate further, the president of Athletic Kenya. We go to the next clip. We have been very successful. You know, when we started to the bank, and we thought we had reached the maximum. The next year, 2023, there were so many people, and it has been really increasing every year. So there's a very good success. I know if you see the drone pictures, you could see that the area was really covered by the people who came to watch the event. To the screen, so that I can show you the course. The start point is still the same as last year, but we extended it a little bit. It will be 30 meters a little bit backwards, and it starts from here. The reason why we took it back is so that we can attain the 100 meters. It's a requirement that you should have more than 100 meters. And because of the number of athletes who are participating in this event, we don't want them to fall. So it will start from there. This is the VIP area. It goes through the VIP. And this A is the first obstacle. There's a hill. If you look at your left, Mr. President, beyond there, you'll see a man-made hill. Yeah, just by that stage, beyond the stage, you can see there's a man-made hill. There are 3 of them. And then you make a round. This year, just by the VIP, we borrowed something from Cape Saita. And because it's going to be hot, we'll have some showers there. The athletes will be running and there will be some showers. There's something like a dip. It's not a steeplechase. You see, the first time when we had the first edition, we did a mud. It was very good for spectators. But the feedback which we received from the athletes, they didn't like it. So we did a balance. The next year, we did a steeplechase. And it was very good. It attracted a lot of people watching again. But the athletes were not happy. So we changed. This year, I know they will be very happy because there's a shower and a small dip. And then around this area, there's the hay. And you go all the way. There's a very nice entertainment area here where you go through an airframe tent. And then you come, you join the loop from the start. There's a slight change this year. Last year, we ran down this way. There was a loop which goes, but we have changed that into a cold room area. So the 2-kilometer loop, this is a 2-kilometer loop. It's ready. It's just waiting for marking. And marking will just take 2-3 days. Okay, next. Okay, the VIP area again is this area. And then the airframe is just in the middle. Okay, go ahead. Okay, the finish area is going to be very entertaining. I think for those who came here last year, they really enjoyed. The only problem we had last year was the wind. And it was very dusty around here. This year, Mr. President, we are very lucky. We had a lot of rain. We have grown grass. So we assure you that this year there's no dust. The VIP is going to sit comfortable. So this is the VIP area. And everybody's a VIP. So the VIP will be all here. But there's a special group of VVIP. That does not separate the VIP from the VVIP. But if a minister, the president of Athletics Kenya is there, we want to put them around there. So we have classified that area as VVIP. Go ahead. Okay, so this is the VVIP and the VIP area. This is the eating area. You can see the eating areas. And the finish line is just right there. By the finish line, there will be a dash. Okay, go ahead. This is the aerial view. From the VVIP, VIP, and then the finish area, there is that stage. Last year we had the stage. Go back a little bit. Last year we had the stage somewhere here. But this year it's just opposite. Okay, go ahead. Okay, this is the finish area now. That was the VIP, VVIP. There's the podium, finish area. And then because of the requirements of all athletics and competition department, we must have all these areas. This is a requirement. You must accommodate the timing area, the mixed zone. There's the media, cool down area. There's the medical and the anti-doping. These must be placed at the right place. So there's no compromise. You can compromise the other areas, but these are the facilities which you cannot compromise, which must be there. The media must be positioned just next to the finish area. The timing, of course, and all those other facilities. Okay? I think that's my presentation. May I take this opportunity also to thank, here, we have the IOC Council member. We have the World Athletics Vice President. We have a world record holder. Situpigie makofi Lobo kweli. If Lobo can bring that group, it's not every day you can get these people. Bwanazio Barnaba and the team, thank you very much. Thank you for convincing these people to come here. I think it's a great honor for Lobo. It's a great honor for Washingishu. It's a great honor from this part of the world to have IOC, World Athletics, and a person who just won the Olympic gold medal, 2 of them. There's Agnes there. And all those, there are some others who are here who used to run. So thank you very much. We don't take it for granted. We are really greatly honored. And when a president, I know majority of the athletes, when they run, they retire and then they disappear. But I hope Tergat and the group are a very good example to show the world that we don't disappear. We are there and we are putting back to the society. So we want to tell those ones who are running, including our great athlete here, when you retire, you want to retire like Tergat, like Barnaba, like all these other successful athletes. And I think I'm one of them, if I'm not wrong. I might. Thank you very much.
Chico. Thank you very much. As you could tell, he had to go down to the screen, walk us through that route, and I'm just listening to it. I was already getting tired. Can only imagine how much energy, effort, and work is put in for athletes to run, and at the pace and time with which they do so. It's not the easiest, but man, aren't we grateful that we've seen the likes of Faith Kipyegon, as you heard from Rotich earlier on, coming through the ranks at ABSA Sirikwa Classic Cross Country Tour, which is gold. Speaking of which, what exactly does it take for a gold World Athletics event? What does that actually mean? How much work? It's not easy. It's not as easy as standing up here, grabbing a mic, and just keep on talking. No, it's a whole lot of work put in, effort, time, sweat, tears, frustration, but ultimately, it's a golden moment. And this is the final one, the Gold Label Tour. So listen to this. Next for you is a lady that Kenya knows very well. Talking gold? How about World Cross? Gold. Olympics? Double that. Double gold. Her name is well known around the ranks of this country. She has been cheered. She has brought tears to our eyes, tears of joy, celebration, flown our flag high, and she's coming up now to tell us just how important it is to have this event, what it means to the athletes, and also just give us some psych, much needed, ahead of the 22nd of February. Round of applause as Beatrice Chebet comes up, ladies and gentlemen.
Hawaii President, my colleague Agnes Chebet, and all protocol observed. Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself as an athlete because we are here because of athletics. My name is Beatrice Chebet, the Ministry of Sports, Kenya, and all the sponsors for the preparation for the cross country on 22nd. This cross country, I've built many athletes. I've produced a lot of athletes. Maybe hatuwezi wataja wote, but mumesikia venye wamesema Faith Kipyegon amekimbia hapa, amekuwa 3 times Olympic champion. Kina Ebenyo, mimi pia nilikimbia kama ikiwa memorial ya Agnes Tirop. And I can say this is a best place to be. The environment is good. Thank you for the host for hosting us and allow us to come and participate here. I can say again, maybe some of you, they don't know this is the best place to be because this is the city of champion. Nandi is the source of champion and Elgeyo Marakwet is the home of champion. So we are coming together and we participate in this race. I'm so happy for everyone. And I just want to say thank you for giving chance for young and upcoming athletes because some, they don't get chance to go and participate in the other countries, but we get chance to participate in Lopo, and it's a gold tour cross country. Thank you so much for everyone who supported the cross country. Keep it up. Thank you so much. I just want to introduce my sister, Agnes. Can you come forward and just say hi to everyone?
Thank you, Beatrice. AK President, NOC President, my colleagues, and everyone, good morning. My name is Agnes Chebet-Ngetich, 10 kilometers world record holder, second fastest woman in half marathon. I just want to say thank you everyone who have introduced this race, sponsors, everyone. Hii race imekuwa motivate young athletes. Upcoming generation are looking forward on this race, and meskia Faith Kipyekon, like stars, all stars wamekuwa wakiparticipate. I once participated in Ikiwa Memorial with Beatrice, and I hope this next I'll be here in 2 weeks again to participate. Thank you everyone, and may God bless you. Thank you.
Whew, I don't know if it's the sun that's coming out in Eldoret or it's the pressure from the heat that's coming from the stars. Agnes Beatrice here, second fastest woman. How about that? Accolades, and there's a possibility that you will be seeing her here. I know you're already thinking, how can I get there? Maybe I can run against them. Can I compete alongside them? Well, we'll be getting a lowdown of the registration, the requirements, but that's in a bit. This event is known as the ABSA Sirikwa Classic World Cross Country Tour. ABSA, there's the name. Money. You know, I find it very amusing how we don't have a list of people, companies, individuals who have the ability just lining up to support Athletics Kenya. I think it's one of the most successful things from this country. It's brilliant to see ABSA have a good eye, and they put their eye on the Sirikwa Classic. So we get to hear from them. Round of applause as Julius Sangok, Regional Manager, Rift Valley ABSA. Bank is coming up, and he'll be able to tell us just why ABSA decided that they want to partner with athletics, and specifically this event. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Chico. Ladies and gentlemen, very happy to be here. Lieutenant General Jackson Tuwe is the president of Athletics Kenya. Paul Tergat, a renowned name, highly celebrated and a record holder. All our esteemed athletes who are here with us. We also appreciate and recognize the good work that Ibrahim Hussein has done to put this together. Barnabas and the team. All members of for the state who are here, my colleagues from ABSA, I just want to request them to be upstanding, just for recognition. I have my branch managers. The first one on my left, Mary Muregi, is our branch manager for Eldoret Main, Ileko Katikatia Town. And Florence is our branch manager for Rupa. We now have our second branch in town, Rupa Mall. Thank you very much. Some round of applause for those colleagues. Distinguished guests who are here, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Yeah, it's a great honor and a privilege to represent ABSA Bank MD and CEO in this, in unveiling our sponsorship as ABSA Bank for Sirikwa Classic 2025 championships. But more importantly, we are gathered here to not only celebrate the athletes, but to celebrate what the sport brings to Kenya, specifically athletics, because we are known for being the powerhouse in athletics. Kenya's legacy is indeed decorated with great athletes. And in the house here, we have Paul Terragat, we have Eliud Kipchoge, Catherine Dereva, Faith Kipyegon, we have Beatrice Chebet here with us, Ferdinando Manyala, and Mary Mora, and many more others. It is through stories like that of Eliud Kipchoge, who is globally recognized for his resilience and for having challenged and pushed through the run of 42 kilometers under 2 hours. I think the first human to do that. Something that had never been done, and it does inspire us, and as APSA, we want to relate with such stories. At APSA, we believe that every story matters, and we've seen this come to life through our athletes, and champions like Ferdinando Manyala has demonstrated that we are not only good in long races, but we can also do short races. As APSA, we have a long-term commitment to nurture sports in the country because of the important role it plays in our society, more so in empowering individuals and communities to achieve their ambitions. Our investment in sports spans through athletics. We also sponsor football, and I'm sure you've seen us sponsoring the Premier League. We are also big in golf, and this year we are continuing with our sponsorship of Magical Kenya, and we just unveiled a few days ago our sponsorship, and we are going to sponsor Magical Kenya on the weekend of 20th and 23rd at the Muthaiga Golf Club in Nairobi. Ladies and gentlemen, throughout the years, we have witnessed the incredible power of sport to inspire, innovate, and unite people from all walks of life, creating lasting value of businesses like APSA and the society. It is for this reason that we've decided to once again partner with Athletics Kenya and the Ministry of Sport in supporting this year's Sirikwa Classic. This year, we are coming in a bigger way than we did in the previous years. It is therefore my distinct honor and privilege to announce that APSA is going to be this year's title sponsor of Sirikwa Classic. As the title sponsors, the championship has therefore been renamed. So this year we are renaming our championship to APSA Sirikwa Classic. And I'm proud to announce that APSA Bank has elevated its sponsorship this year with an investment totaling 11 million. This is the largest ever private sector sponsorship for the Sirikwa Classic Championship, I believe. Part of this investment will support Athletics Kenya in organizing a successful event. And we hope that this year's showcase will be the best it has ever been for APSA Sirikwa Classic. In addition, we have organized several customer engagement activities that will be happening between now and 22nd. And you will be seeing us connecting with the customers, partners, stakeholders, and we are going to identify ways through which we can connect with the community that's giving us business, and you'll see us going to do a number of activities with athletes as well. So you can therefore look forward to feeling us more in how experiencing the APSA brand more closely in the next few days. Distinguished guests, this investment signifies our commitment to our brand promise of empowering Africa's tomorrow together, one story at a time. For us, it is not just a celebration of the sheer determination that define our athletes, but recognition of the resilience that they continue to overcome despite the many odds and harsh training environment that they have to go through. The APSA Sirikwa Classic provides us with yet another platform to establish our prowess in cross-country races. In recent years, we've seen the emergence of a new crop of athletes, cementing our position as a global leader and a strong contender for athletics champions. At APSA, we're proud to partner with Athletics Kenya and the Ministry of Sports in ensuring the success of this year's event, and we look forward to more collaborations in the future. As I conclude, therefore, let me sincerely thank our partners, Athletics Kenya, who continue to elevate athletics in Kenya through various events across the year. Let me also acknowledge my APSA colleagues who have worked tirelessly to see this partnership coming to life. Lastly, I would like to congratulate our Kenyan athletes who will be participating in the cross-country event and wish them well as they run, with all of us cheering them, and to encourage all Kenyans to turn, and I encourage all Kenyans to turn out in large numbers to cheer our heroes and heroines as they compete in APSA Sirikwa Classic on Saturday the 22nd. Asanteni sana.
All right, so from Sangok, I figure we have the fans. We have the gold tour, don't we? It's the APSA Sirikwa Classic. We know where it will be, Wasingishu. We have the route. My question is, we have the money, APSA, thank you very much. Now the question is, do we have the athletes who will be running? How can I run? Can I register? What's the prize money? All these questions are about to be answered with a man who is currently looking at me and smiling because he knows everyone is anticipating what he has to say. A round of a warm welcome, applause for Barnaba Korir, the meet director, man that you know so well, who will be telling us about the process of the registration, which athletes, apart from potentially Agnes and Beatrice, who will be competing in this year's.
Thank you very much, Chico. Our Vice President of World Athletics and President of Athletics Kenya, the General retired Jackson Tuwei. In the house also, we have our legend, President of National Olympic Committee, and also a member of IOC who is with us, Dr. Paul Tergat. In the house today also, as Beatrice Chebet has already indicated, one of our best legends, and also a world record holder in 10,000 meters, Olympic champion twice, 5 and 10, and also Agnes Ngetich, a world record holder in 10,000 meters on the road. I also want to recognize the presence of Julius, as he spoke just a few minutes ago, Songok, our sponsor. As I have mentioned already, that they are here on board sponsoring Sirikwa Classic for the first time, and also that they are going to sponsor, they made the sponsor for Kipkeno Classic. Thank you very much for that. I also want to recognize the presence of the team that have been sponsoring us or partnering with us in the media. We have also, of course, Nation and CAS, TV and radio that have reached out to the local communities around. Good morning, everyone. You know, we don't have much to say after the legends have spoken. They are the ones who will speak us. We just have to give the direction on how the event is going to happen, because they are the ones who make us who we are. And thank you, Ibrahim Hussein, for allowing us to host this great event here in Lobo Village. And it really makes a difference, because that as a legend himself, and one of the best marathoner we have ever had, before the father of marathon, that we have brought to showcase his investment also from his runnings. And that serves as an example to most of our athletes and also the members. I would like to say that this event is going to be very exciting. That is on the 22nd. And this is the second cold level cross country after Jepsaita. This is the first one, Jepsaita is the second one, but these are the only cross country series in Africa that is going with the cold level. That is something that at least Kenya has done to ensure, under the leadership of the General, he has managed to bring to Kenya such international events. And that is why we are not only the best, we don't only produce the best athletes, but we have also leaders that participate in international organizations like IOC and World Athletics. We are privileged to have them there, and as such, we are also respected. At least Kenya has done much in nurturing talent across the country. And that is why we are going to have different categories on the 22nd of this month. We have the under 20 and the elite races. Those are the key events that we are going to have. And the other categories, of course, will be the kids athletics. And the most interesting part is that the Federation has indeed managed to have several camps across the nation in nurturing talent, working very closely with the schools, both primary and secondary schools, and of course ensuring that we have continuous talent identification within the Federation itself. We have so much enthusiasm from the schools around here, and also from different places, but from Wasingishu, Nandi County, Kericho, all the way to Baringo, Elgeyo Marakwet, and the northern counties that lie within. They have already indicated the interest to show up because of the nurturing of talent that the Federation has consistently followed and created interest from both primary and secondary schools and the communities, that they know that participating in athletics is a way of life, a way where they can also have a channel or a pathway for our athletes, young athletes, to go to school and to also participate in running, and therefore nurture their talent. And that is why the idea of Talanta Ella came in. Not only are we having the young athletes participating, the kids athletics, we will have also international athletes, because a cold level event requires that different countries participate. Just a minimum, I think 5 athletes should participate so that it meets those conditions of requirements. And therefore, we have a confirmation of many athletes from different countries, apart from Kenyan athletes who are also at the top level. I would like to confirm today that one of those who have already shown the interest and is going to participate is Agnes, who is sitting with us here, and she's going to run. And we appreciate, we give gratitude to athletes who support Athletes Kenya. And I want to specifically identify the 2 ladies who are here, that have always been there to support the ideas the Federation has. That is Beatrice and Agnes. We do appreciate your support, and we would like to ask you, most of our athletes, that the Federation also requires your support to ensure that we continue with the programs that nurture the young talents, so that also they can follow your success. And that is the minimum contribution as an athlete that you can give to the Federation, so that they can continue assisting the young athletes. So we will have the list of those athletes who will be participating from different parts of the world. You will be shown the countries that have already confirmed who will be participating. But the most important thing that I want also to mention is not only the participation. We have the prizes that actually worth mouth-watering. And I'm sure that if we convert in dollars, it might not be, people might not really understand the kind of money that this cross country will offer. But we have converted at the current rates the numbers that the prize winners will get. I would like to start with the senior men. As per the rules from World Athletics, going by the indication so that you are given the minimum requirement that at least Kenya, Sirikwa Classic will offer the prize money for number 1 to number 15. So number 1 starts with $6,000. If you convert that $6,000 at the current rates of course, 130 shows, it gives you 780,000. Number 1. 780,000 number 1 is the highest so far paid for some athletes in the cross-country series. So it is very important that we look at it and see what our athletes can earn from this event. Going down, of course, number 2 is 5,000. You see the break is, of course, not much, at least by $1,000. The reason being that World Athletics allows to pay until number 8, but at least Kenya decided to give until number 15, so that the athletes can get more benefits from that. Therefore, it goes all the way, 6, 5, 3,000, all the way to number 15, which gets $200. $200 is good money, especially when you are number 15. This goes for both men and women. We go to under 20, and this is the basis for development. And normally the youth might not get that much, but the federation also decided to give them something reasonable enough so that when they're training and they win something, they will get money, and they will be paid from number 1 to number 10. Number 1 is going to be 1,250. Conversion gives 162,500 as per the current rates. So that tomorrow you don't say, I've been paid less or more. So you see as per the current rates. But the athletes will be paid in dollars. Will be paid in dollars, but we have to give them the conversion rate so that people can understand. Number 2 is going to be 1,000. Number 3, 800, all the way to number 10, gets $200. So it is quite reasonable and it is good. Now, we have the other categories that will be run, and this time, since we are working very closely to ensure that we have continuous nurturing of talent, we have the kids athletics. The kids race will be there, and also we'll present now the categories that will be run. The interest that we have seen so far, since we started this cross-country series, we gave now the opportunity to the young kids to compete, to develop the interest. And the kids athletics, we have development in Athletics Kenya that runs concurrently with now the youth. Kids and youth concurrently running together and to ensure that we have continuous programs. So we will have the competitions for them, but of course, there will be small prizes that will be given to them, especially for the school. Not necessarily money, but actually in a way that they will use for their schools. We'll invite the schools that will come also to compete like we've done before, and I know they are going to be doing very well. The expectations are very high for this event. We aim to make it bigger and better than last year. And we are confident that with the athletes, teams, and supporters, this will be an unforgettable day. That's something that we have to be proud of to ensure that we continue elevating this event to a bigger level for the benefit of this county, benefit of the surrounding counties, and of course, as a nation itself. This is a build-up now for going to Tokyo. This is very important for them to wait because they don't have major competition coming up, so we use that one. And in conclusion, I thank everyone for the good news support. We hope everybody enjoys that day. And Last but not least, I want to thank the leaders of LOC, Abraham Mutai, Competition Director, we have Tanu here, and all the members, Coach Leting, who have worked tirelessly to make sure that that field continues. We appreciate the work you are doing. We'll continue working very closely and to ensure that the event you are working will be very successful. We will do our part, you will do your part, everybody will do their part, and we will be very successful and ensure that this event will continue growing, and we hope that as we build the event, we build also this institution called Lobo Resort. Thank you very much, and therefore, I hand over to Chico.
Thank you very much, Korir. Well, at least we know there's a lot of money, but we don't have a lot of time, so we have a few more minutes, and here's what we're going to do. First and foremost, there's a kids invitational. My kids are running from school back home and to school every morning until they become like Paul Tergat. How about we welcome the president of NOC, Paul Tergat, alongside Lieutenant General retired Jackson Tuwei, the president AK, to come up here to give their, to introduce themselves, of course, and give you a word.
Thank you very much. I'm taking this opportunity to thank the President of Athletic Kenya, Lieutenant General retired Tuwei, our sponsor, representative of APSA, and all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen. I'm privileged to be part and parcel of this lounge of Sirikwa, APSA Sirikwa gold level cross country. You all know that as a nation, and more importantly this region, Eldoret is the city of champions. They have given us so much pride as a nation because of what they've been able to achieve and give us so many medals before. Msee Kipkeino himself is from around this place, who is the father and the footprint of athletics in our nation. So as we go ahead, this is an honor for our nation to have two gold level cross country. This is, and it is the only ones in Africa. So it is a privilege and honor that all of us, we are appreciating that we are going to host this and we are going to push for more, because why we are doing this is for many years, especially now in terms of global competitions, some are shrinking, and we need our sportsmen and women to have opportunity to explore their potential. And I believe one of these, Sirikwa Hotel, will be one of them. We want to see not only hundreds, we want to see even 1 million or 500 to 1 million participating in this cross country of Sirikwa on the 22nd of February this year. And also we are encouraging our sportsmen to be able to put the discipline that we always advocate for, so that this thing of doping should be out of our country, because every doping, it cuts our image and smears the reputation of our nation. So our athletes, you have opportunity to have more competition within the country, and we are always trying every level, every opportunity to make sure we give you enough opportunities to participate every time across this country. So thank you very much. I'm happy that I was able to to be here, and I'm very proud with the organizers for the well done job that you are doing, changing every day. For the last we had national cross, before we had the Discovery Cross Country here, we had national cross country around, now Sirikwa. Absa Sirikwa is here. What can we ask more? We need more of these competitions so that our children can have more opportunities to explore and grow their potential in the sporting world. So I'm taking this opportunity to say again, thank you. We will be here on 22nd to support. This is a global event, and we can't afford to miss. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul Tergat, President Nock. And now we turn our attention to the father. Round of warm applause as we welcome Lieutenant General Retired Jackson Tuay.
These things are too many. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who has been here to come and give us the progress of this event. Let me recognize our host first of all, Bwana Ibrahim here. Thank you very much. By the way, you have developed this place to an international standard. And this is great. This is very good. And I know you have got more plans to develop even further. The president of NOC, who is also the IOC council member, our host also here, the chairman of Central Rift, the director of this event, Bwana Korir, Bwana Absa. This is good. We are, by the way, thank you so much. 11 million is not, you don't get this kind of money every day. But allow me at this stage, although I'm still, giving the thanks to everybody else, we must thank the government also. The government, through the Ministry of Sports, has given 178 million Kenya shillings to organize this event. Let me also recognize, of course, our wonderful girls here. They are wonderful girls because they have done a lot. Lea Malot, Agnes, Beatrice, and all those who are here. If I say we love you, it means that we love you. Not the love that people talk about, but we love you because of what you are doing. And thank you so much for this. CAS and other media houses who are here, thank you so much for the work you are doing. I keep on listening to CAS. One day I went to somebody's house, and CAS, I was listening to CAS on the radio in the car, and when they came out, they asked me, you mean you listen to CAS? I said, why not? That is my radio. That is my station. And I was wondering why he was asking me why I listen to CAS. But of course, that is exactly what I do. Even in the official car, I normally listen to CAS. But not because I don't want to listen to the others. I mean, you are all doing a wonderful job. And all of you, I want to thank the county of Uasin Gishu. I know the governor was supposed to come here, but I'm told he is engaged on something else. But those of you who are from Uasin Gishu, please pass our regards to the governor and all the officials who are there, because they have assisted us quite a lot. And all of you who have managed to come here this afternoon, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for this. This is the last cross-country event in our calendar this season. We started in October, and we had our 6 series. After that, we went to the regions, or the counties, then regions, and we finished that the other day, I think last week, with the national championships. We had done the discovery, and so this is the last one. And because of that, I would like to invite all Kenyans. Not only is it the last one, it is also a world event. And because it's a world event, you see, we went and convinced World Athletics to give us these events. And I want to thank them because they accepted and said, go ahead, and we have organized this. This is now the 4th edition. But it's not only the 4th edition, it is also a gold level event. And it could not have just been a gold level event if it was not properly organized. So, Wanagorir and your team, congratulations and thank you. You have done so much to bring it to where we brought it from World Athletics to Kenya. You have taken it from 0 to what it is today, gold level. It is not a simple thing. People should really realize this and say thank you to those who have done so well to bring it to where it is today. The organizing committee, congratulations and thank you. Let us take it even to the highest level. Let us take it to the highest level. Some countries have been given such events like this, but they did not take it anywhere. And it takes a long time. People go through sleepless nights to make sure that we succeed in things like this. For these athletes to come and win $6,000 at home, we really must appreciate this. Because not just that they are only winning, but their parents, their colleagues, some of them, their children maybe, and all the Kenyans just come and watch the best that we have got in this world. You don't get Beatrice Chebet, two gold medals in the Olympics, just coming here, and people only watch when they are running there. They are now being watched when they are running here at home. And so, what else do we need? What really do we need? We have brought these things. I want to thank the patron of Chepsaita also, because that is another one which is a gold level. You can imagine somebody comes out of the community, out of the Kenyan community, and decides to organize a marathon or even a cross country to that level. We want to thank the patron of Chepsaita, because that is promoting athletics. That is promoting athletics. And as we continue, let us also remember those who have been there before and maybe have not, they are not here today. And I would like to particularly remember that yesterday was exactly 1 year since we lost Kelvin Kiptum. And we must remember such people like those who are still holding records, although they are not there. So let us pray for the family. Let us pray for those who have departed. And let us pray that we get more athletes to come and replace them. And I think now Bonacorira has talked about the youth development. This is another great event. And so we'll continue organizing this so that our athletes can get a chance to go and compete wherever they are and bring good names here. And so today we are launching this event here, the 4th edition. Let us all support these events. Let us all come and watch, because athletes like being, when they are running, they like being cheered. They like being encouraged to run even, in a better way. They are, everybody wants to show courage. Everybody wants to come and enjoy here. Let us make it an outing, not just an outing for the athletes alone, but all of us. You see, in World Athletics, we are promoting something called the World Plan. And the World Plan talks about more events, more athletes, more funds, more sponsors, more of everything. Of course, more money. And that is why we are talking about more money there. And so it is important that we look at all these together and we say, let us do it here in Kenya. And we are proud of doing this. Apart from that, of course, it also gives us a chance to increase the number of our officials. And not just officials, but officials who are trained. If you get to understand how much it takes to come and run here, coordinating activities all the way. You have just heard about the plans and money and the program and so forth and so on. Some people have got to sit down and do this. So our technical officials, congratulations. Thank you so much. You don't just get there. You don't just wake up one morning and you say, we are going to Sirikwa. It takes a long time. It takes a lot of preparations. They started preparing this one when we finished last year's the event. And so, thank you. Thank you for doing this. And let us continue doing it even in a better way. When Tergat here has talked about the doping. Yes, it's a shame that we are doing so much, that we are promoting these events to this level, to the international level, but we have we are also being slapped on the face by some of these terrible things like doping, gender-based violence. Ladies and gentlemen, gender-based violence, age manipulations, and some very dirty things that we cannot even talk about here. I would like to ask all of us, Kenyans, officials, coaches, teachers, athletes, and everybody else, let us respect each other. Let us respect this country. This is our country. And when World Athletics gives us good things like these ones, and we are slapping them on the face to say, look, we are doping, yeah? We are killing each other because of gender-based violence, we are cheating. I mean, can you imagine what we are actually doing? What are we telling the world? What are we telling the world when we are doing these kind of things? So I would like to urge everybody, not only those in the athletics environment, but everybody, all of us, the whole system, and the whole, and all of us as a community of this country. Let us respect each other. Let us respect our children. Let us respect our athletes. Let us respect ourselves. And let us respect each other and get out of all these things. If we want to continue, then we really have to look at ourselves and say, what do we want to do? Now, apart from what we have brought already, we have applied to host the World Championships in 2029. And here is the director of that. He is here already. We have already appointed the director and a team to start planning. Although we have not been given officially, but all the same, we have applied for 2029 because 2025, which is this year, it's in Tokyo. 2027 is in Beijing, and therefore we want to host the 2029 World Championships in Nairobi, Kenya. But we cannot be doing this, and yet we are also showing the world that we are irresponsible people. That we are irresponsible. We continue doping. We continue killing each other. Can you imagine? Look at these beautiful girls, and somebody wants to kill them. Can you imagine? And it's no longer girls alone nowadays, even boys are affected. So what are we actually saying? What are we actually saying? Now, we are carrying out investigations about age manipulation, age cheating. Who is this doing this? It is ourselves. The society within ourselves. Why are we doing this? So please, I would like to urge, I would like to plead, I would like to ask everybody, the whole community in this country, can we get out of these things? Because somebody does not just cheat and say, you are going to amend a document to show that you are younger than what you are today. What for? After all, why should you regret the day you were born? Why should you regret the day you were born? And yet that is the day you were born. And therefore, let us look at this and let us make sure that we get out of some of these things and so on. Yesterday, some of the things that we are talking about bringing here, including an event like this, which we were given by World Athletics. Yesterday, we were unveiling a heritage plaque that was given to E10, also by World Athletics. Some of these other achievements that we are talking about, very good things coming. So let us and get out of some of these things that we have talked about, like doping and gender-based violence and cheating. So these are the kind of things that we need to eradicate completely so that we can also be respected by the world community. We are already being respected, but we are not respecting ourselves. We are not respecting ourselves, and we are showing the whole world that there are things that we do out of the normal. So this is not good, and let us please have a safe environment. Let us come and enjoy the Sirikwa Cross Country on the 22nd. We would like to invite all the Kenyans and all the sports lovers, all the athletics lovers to come and enjoy what we are seeing here, because it is a world event. It is a world cross-country tour. It's not a local event. It is a world cross-country tour. So we'll be seeing quite a number of other athletes coming from outside the country, who are our colleagues, those who have been invited. Let us come and cheer them. Let us come and see them. Let us come and enjoy that day, because it will be an outing. And as I was talking, there are two visitors who have just come in, and I think it is a real privilege that we have got visitors from abroad who have just come in, and it is important that we invite them and we enjoy with them. Let us see that we encourage them also to be coming to this country, to come and see us. And they had been here as officials of IOC and officials of World Athletics. So let me introduce, and maybe we can, because they have just come in, and I was the last. By the way, I'm the last speaker. The others they have spoken, and we were just winding up. But if you don't mind, you can just come and say a word or two about your visit. And we have got Mr. Gonzalo from IOC, and he will tell you exactly what he does in that place. Please just come and say jambo. Just come and say jambo. And I heard yesterday that you were speaking very good Kiswahili. So you can increase by saying the same. Thank you. Please.
Thank you, President. Jambo, that I know. Yes, I will tell you just very quickly what the reason why I'm here, and the reason why we're here with my colleague Alice from World Athletics. We were here yesterday to organize trials to select the members of the Refugee Athlete Scholarship Program here in Kenya, looking at athletes who will be representing the first ever youth refugee Olympic team at the Dakar Youth Olympic Games next year, and athletes that will be representing the refugee Olympic team at the Los Angeles 2028 Olympic Games. So just one word on this. This is the first time ever from NIOC's perspective that we are organizing these trials with the International Federation represented, World Athletics, with the National Olympic Committee, represented here by President Portega, and with the National Federation, represented here by, of course, the Lieutenant General Jackson Tuwei. And we are really, really thankful for all of their support. This is really the best practice that we want to implement all over the world. And here in Kenya yesterday, it's the only place in the world where we have managed to achieve this. So this was a first from a refugee athlete support perspective. And we really, really thankful for everything and all of the support. You know, there's been a lot of work from the part of the National Olympic Committee of Kenya and Athletics Kenya, and we're really, really thankful for your support. And we look forward to seeing this Sirikwa Classic World Cross Country Tour taking place here. And we thank you for all of your support, and we wish you a very, very good day.
Thank you, Gonzalo. You see the good things that are coming to our country. Surely we must thank IOC for considering to come and do it here in Kenya. So there are so many good things. People respect us out there, but we also need to respect ourselves by doing good things also. So thank you so much. Alice Anibali is a wonderful lady from World Athletics. First of all, she's a Kenyan, she will tell you. But she's been working in World Athletics for quite some time, and she has supported us so much. Alice, I want to thank you in front of all these ladies and gentlemen here. She has really supported us anytime that we consult her, anytime we have, you know, we want to confirm one or two things, she will always be there for us. And she is always ready to, you know, to tell us what to do, to guide us on certain areas and so forth. So please come and say jambo and tell these ladies and gentlemen about a little bit about World Athletics and of course the activities that took place yesterday. Please.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a surprise. I didn't think I'd be speaking, but thank you for this opportunity, Mr. Vice President. I say Vice President, as you know, we're very honored to have General as one of our Vice Presidents. It's a big honor for Kenya. We waited a long time. I think the first, right? Yes. And also that we had heritage plaque that we unveiled yesterday, given to us by our Heritage Department. And of course, you all know how President Ko loves Kenya. He's been here several times. So it's really emotional for me to be here. I have one more year at World Athletics, so I was very happy to have seen this moment and this collaboration that we now have between us, World Athletics, the Olympic Refugee Foundation, the National Olympic Committee of Kenya, and of course, Athletics Kenya. Now, not just caring about our own athletes here in Kenya, but about the less fortunate than us, who are the refugees. And as Gonzalo said, it's the first time that these four organizations have come together for such a project. I'm very proud, again, through the guidance of Vice President, and of course, Mr. Paul Tegat, one of our athletes as well, who have made it all very possible. Projects like these don't work on their own. If you don't have good collaboration, if you don't have trust, if you don't have, really, if it doesn't come from the heart, it does not work. So for once, we've been so lucky to work on this program together. So thank you, Paul, for your guidance with the National Olympic Committee of Kenya. Thank you, Vice President. Thank you, Gonzalo. And to the Kenyans, we have great talent in athletics. Let's keep it natural. We have, like I always say when I speak, I'm obliged to talk about doping. We have to stop this. It just has to stop. We unveiled the heritage plaque yesterday in E10. Big honor given to us by World Athletics. But we are damaging our reputation, our credibility with these cases. So please help us to end this terrible virus, I want to call it, because I know it can be stopped. So we're counting on you. But for all of you working in sport, thank you so much for everything you're doing. You've put Kenya up here. There's so much good going for us. Let's keep it up here. Let's keep our reputation up here. We have a great leader over here at World Athletics. Let us support him. Great leader we've had here at National Olympic Committee of Kenya. Let's support them. And people like me and Gonzalo will be behind you to help you in projects like this. So let me just say thank you from the heart. Very emotional moment for me. Vice President, was a surprise. But to all of you who are working in World Athletics and on behalf of the organization and President Ko, thank you, and please continue the good work you are doing.
Thank you so much, Alice. Thanks a lot. Otherwise, let me wish you a nice day. Have a nice afternoon. It looks like it's a little bit windy, but this is part of the environment that we live in. Enjoy the day, enjoy the rest of the week. Let us meet on the 22nd right here. You have been shown the program. Let us all encourage everybody else out there to attend so that we can come and cheer our athletes when they are running. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.
Thank you, General. Well, you hear VP. Was you hear the VP? You wonder, wait, what? Yes, well, athletics. President here when it comes to athletics. Kenya, only man that I know who can start off by psyching us up for the event, pulling at our heartstrings, reminding us of the memory of Kiptum, giving us a serious discussion as well, warning us against the vices that could destroy this. And all this still doesn't kill the mood. In fact, he gets us even more excited for the ABSA Sirikwa Classic. How about that? Once again, thank you to the General. And once he and Korir have said the event is on, the event is on. By the way, Gonzalez and Alice, we love you. I know it's awkward for me to say that, but yes, we still do love you. Now, once they say the event is on, it's on. But I understand. Sometimes seeing is believing. So see. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have officially launched it, the 2025 fourth edition, by the way, of the ABSA Sirikwa Classic World Cross Country Tour. Now, I need to ask for the speakers who spoke to us. We heard from them, Korir, Paul Tergat, General himself from ABSA, because we're about to get an opportunity to not only see the money, the official check, but also a photo op before we then cross over and get an opportunity to take photos with the medals. I'll also ask for our two-star ladies, Agnes and Beatrice, to also come up. You heard about the money that will be sponsoring this event from ABSA. We've seen some of the cash that will be won. What do you mean? You finish number 15 and you still make $200. For some reason, I have no idea why anyone would not want to compete. The registration process, you've heard from it, how you can compete, the prize money that's available, where it will be happening. I encourage you to be here on the 22nd of this month, right here at Lobo Village, as we gear up to start the ABSA Sirikwa Classic World Cross Country Tour 2025. 11 million shillings from ABSA. And as the General said, we cannot forget the government who have ensured that the financial support keeps coming in. And of course, we can't forget Athletics Kenya for ensuring that we remain at the top of this sport year after year after year. And there's the 11 million shilling handshake between Julius Songok, the regional manager, Rift Valley, ABSA, Kenya, and of course, Lieutenant General retired Jackson Tuwei, who is not only Athletics Kenya president, but also vice president, as you've heard from Alice, when it comes to world athletics. History has been made by that man. History is about being made by other athletes in this year's edition of the ABSA Sirikwa Classic.
Now we have the money. Now we have the money and we have the athletes.
All right, so I will ask Walter not to remain there.
Well, that is the check, the dummy check presentation by the ABSA, by the Kenya ABSA Kenya of 11 million shillings, which is the sponsorship for this year's event. Remember, last year ABSA were also the sponsors, but this year they have come up as the title sponsors, pumping in 11 million Kenyan shillings to make sure that this event is a success, to make sure that the athletes who will participate will be able to get very handsome prize money for all of them. Rotich, we have seen that ABSA have bring in 11 million. How much do you think this will go into motivating the athletes to make sure that this event attracts more elite athletes?
Well, of course, we've seen also the cross country has always increased the prize money, and of course, we could see the athletes getting better money when they are being paid by ABSA, that is by sponsoring with about 11 million. So I think it's for the athletes now to compete. It's for them to go for this money. At least we can see now they are being paid up to position 15. That is good prize money. Somebody can sell chicken at home, come and run, and go back with good money back at home. So we really want to thank ABSA for bringing this good amount of money so that the athletes can be able to compete.
Yeah. Talking of ABSA, we have the Rift Valley Regional Manager, Mr. Julius Songok. We have seen we have come in big this time. Maybe what inspired you to pump this kind of money into supporting sports?
Thank you. Thanks very much. So as ABSA, this is our purpose, and our brand purpose is to empower Africa's tomorrow together, one story at a time. And the sport is one of the activities that we are using it to showcase the spirit of resilience, the hard work and the commitment that especially our athletes are always demonstrating. And we are using them to share the stories, to inspire others. So the reason why we are here is because we relate with athletics, we relate with the struggles, the resilience that they continue to demonstrate, and we want to share those stories so that it can inspire more, especially the younger generation, as they aspire to grow in the sport. Yeah.
And we have seen the list of the prize money, very, very welcoming. Very handsome, $6,000 US dollars for the first position. That translates to about 780,000 Kenyan shillings in today's exchange rate. How would you ask the athletes to invest this money? Because winning is something else, but now maintaining that money, making sure that it multiplies. You as a bank, how do you go out of your way to make sure that you advise athletes on how to invest and to multiply this money?
Yes, so actually, it underscores the commitment that we are giving to the sport. And on the side of finance, we are running some financial trainings and clinics. And this week into next week, we'll be running some engagements, especially with the young outcoming athletes, to bring them up to speed on some of the basics around finance, how to manage finance, how to grow their wealth. And it just aligns with our brand purpose of impacting the community, impacting the athletes, so that they become the inspiration that they are to the rest of the population.
Thank you so much. That is Julius Songok, the Rift Valley Regional Manager of ABSA Kenya, who are the title sponsors of this year's ABSA Sirikwa Classic Cross Country Tour that will be happening here at Lobo Grounds in Eldoret City on the 22nd of this month of February. And if you cannot make it here, worry not, because here at NTV, we'll be bringing you live the action as we turn on your world of athletics.